Hey, good afternoon, y'all. Hope everyone's having a fantastic weekend so far. Let's finish it off with a bang, huh? What do you say? So, grab a pipe, join me for a pipe and a pour. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Hope everyone is having a fantastic weekend. And what better way to wrap it up than with an announcement of the winner of my giveaway. We'll get to that in just a moment. But first things first, this afternoon, come to you smoking. This is the Savinelli Luisa Fiammata 904 KS. And in it, I am trying some LJ Peretti St. James mixture. It's another vapor from LJ Peretti that was sent to me by Beans 316. Brian, thank you again, sir. I will tell you, this is the first time I've had it. To me, it's not as good as the Park Square vapor. Having a hard time keeping it lit. It does say that it's mature and bright Virginias in here with a substantial, I think it's what they use, substantial amount of Perique. Again, like I said in my last video, I'm still sorting that out, trying to figure out what that looks like, what it tastes like. Starting to figure it out a little bit. Like I said, having a hard time keeping the doggone thing lit. It comes as a broken flake, but it's more like a thick crumble cake in that there's some chunks to it, and I didn't really break it up more so than, it was already kind of rubbed out when I got it, so I didn't do a whole lot more work before I packed it in there, and I don't know if it's caused some problems or not. But yeah, it's kind of strong yet sweet at the same time. But there's just a very slight sweetness on the tip of my tongue. I don't know if it's citrusy or not. I can't really tell. It's just kind of there, and then it's gone real quick. I believe that the pepper from the pepperiness from the Perique is coming through in pretty good doses. So maybe I'm figuring it out. Maybe I'm able to detect it. It is a little bitey though, and maybe it's because I'm trying so hard to keep it lit. I don't know. But so far, not great. I have grown to appreciate the Park Square from LJ Peretti a great deal. As a matter of fact, I have finished the sample that Brian, Beans 316, sent me. Fantastic. If you have not tried it, give it a go. The next time I place an order from LJ Peretti, it's on the list. I enjoyed it a lot. But I'm smoking it in this particular Savinelli because this was a gift from my father-in-law, Lane, who is a fantastic dude. He picked this out by himself, and it's great because I was looking at this one. I love the shape of it, and kind of a canted Dublin, really cool sandblast on it. And I really do appreciate this pipe. I love it, but I appreciate it even more so because my father-in-law got it for me on my birthday last year. And since the giveaway is to celebrate my birthday, the 1-year anniversary, all that good stuff, I thought, well, what better way than to do this? Spoke it in the pipe that he gave me last year for my birthday. But also, I wanted to make a request to you guys, and I'm gonna put his link down in the notes down there. So my father-in-law is a handsome gentleman, and he is getting ready to retire. He spent his entire career in the IT world with an international organization, network architecture stuff. Worked his backside off to get to where he is, and absolutely appreciate that about him. He's getting ready to retire soon, and one of the things that he wanted to do was he wanted to be an actor. So as he nears his retirement, he started just throwing in for acting gigs as extras and modeling gigs and that sort of thing. And it's taken off, y'all. It's amazing. He's been in commercials for Medicare, with golf equipment, most recently in some print ads for Gosling's rum. But he got his first real big deal in a horror movie filming in LA coming up here sometime in the next couple of weeks. I think he's heading out there for a few weeks to get that going. So it's a ton of fun, and we're super, super proud of him. But I need a favor from y'all. I need you to go, if you're on Instagram, go follow my father-in-law. He is LMITZENM. Again, I'm going to link it down there. You just click it and go, do me a favor. Go follow him. That's the name of the game these days, apparently, his followers on social media. But L Mitson M. So if y'all wouldn't mind, that'd be fantastic. Lane, thank you, sir. Appreciate you guys helping me out with that. So, as I mentioned, enjoying some, well, not really enjoying the St. James mixture in that Savinelli that he got me last year. Tonight's pour. Get a little sip here. There's some really rich butterscotch notes in there. That's good stuff. Also a throwback to my very first video. Blue Note Juke Joint Whiskey. This is their unfiltered, uncut, single barrel pick from a local store here that always does fantastic work. I love the way that they run their shop and the way they deal with single barrel picks and allocated stuff. This comes in 121 proof. It's, I think, 4 or 5, maybe 6 years old. Distilled in Kentucky, I believe at Green River Distilling. But it is aged and bottled over Memphis, Tennessee. But that is the bottle and the pour that I had in my very first video, well over a year ago now, a year and a month or so. So again, I'm just trying to bring it all back together. Very good pour. 121 proof, it lets you know it's there, no doubt. And that's a lesson that I've learned over the last year from, oh, the breeze kicked up. That is a lesson that I've learned in the last year, is you have to be careful with the pipe tobacco blend and the proof on the pour. If I'm having a bourbon or a whiskey of some sort with a pipe. This one is very, very strong. It's a strong 121 proof. Ton of great sweet butterscotch notes in there, but it's 121 proof lets you know it's there. And as I said in my very first video, it'll punch you in the tongue. Bam. Let you know it's there. Super good, but also high proof. You got to be careful with it. Probably don't want a very strong tobacco blend to go with it. Don't want anyone to get a little dizzy. But now to the business at hand, the thing you guys have been waiting for. Thank you again so much for everyone that participated, that sent VRs, that left comments about their unique pipes and or the worst smokes they ever had. To me, it was a lot of fun to see everyone's responses. I enjoyed people sort of being real and being themselves to talk about that memory of, God, this was so bad and I've learned so much, or this is a unique pipe because of whatever it was. Some of them were commissioned pipes, like Brian Potter Piper. His was commissioned, and it spoke to who he is in his heart, his faith, his soul, and I loved that. We had some that just were incredibly unique. Central Cal Piper David had a tiki pipe. That was great, fantastic. Jess Piping, Jesse, thank you, sir. I loved his video. He went and did a bunch of research on this really cool Graybo CDL. And it's like a Falcon with a carburetor on it, and I've never seen anything like it. And Jess, thank you so much for doing that, man, because it was super cool to learn about. And you're right, there aren't many out there. I went looking because it was really neat to me. So thanks for doing that. Derek, tamper proof. Derek made a Rubik's Cube pipe for his son. to me, that's amazing, because Rubik's Cube are his son's favorite thing. And that's such a cool, amazing story that they'll have together for a long, long time. Newcomer to the YTPC, Bill Keach. If you guys are not following Bill, go get after him. He came with a bang, y'all. He had 3 that he had a hard time picking from. The third is slipping my mind right now, but one of them was this giant, with I think a dragon carving on it. The bowl was huge. I mean, like, he held it and it literally filled up his entire hand. Look at a dragon carving on it, just a massive pipe. And then he had one that had 2 bowls on it. I think there was a carburetor in there as well, but it had like a smaller bowl closer up the stem, and I've never seen one with two bowls. I mean, you're talking about trying to really get a cool smoke. I guess 2 bowls with carburetor would do that, wouldn't it? But thank you all so much for participating and sending the VRs in the comments. I'll admit I had some fun with the worst, and I'm glad that everyone included their worst smoke, because I just was like, I'm curious. And so as I'm watching videos, I'm taking notes and entering it into a spreadsheet, and then got nerdy and ran the pivot table on to see how things stacked up. If you guys were following along and watched everybody else's responses, which probably didn't do, and that's okay, because there's a lot of us out there, right? The number one, well, back, tying for second place, or the second worst tobacco experiences for most folks included Prior Works Bacon Old Fashioned, Captain Black Grape, Haunted Bookshop, and Half and Half. I know people that love and swear by Haunted Bookshop. All you codgers out there are going to be mad about the Half and Half. I know it. The Bacon Old Fashioned Prior Works, not surprised. I've never heard anything good about it. And then the Captain Black Grape, apparently it's getting a little bit of a resurgence, and a lot of you guys are passing some around, or able to get your hands on some. I guess maybe at the Chicago show. But yeah, still very much a maligned blend. But that was fun. I'll give you guys a guess what the number one worst pipe smoking experience was. The Riff. I will admit I have never smoked Borkum Riff, but whether it was a cherry Cavendish, or bourbon whiskey from them, it had twice as many, almost 3 times as many negative votes as the rest of those that finished in a tie for second worst. So I don't know what the good folks at Borkum Riff are doing or not doing. It's not well received. Like I said, I've never tried it though, and I count myself lucky for that. But again, thank you guys so much for that. Ton of fun. I will admit it was more work to do this than I realized, because, as I have said time and time again, I am habitually and perpetually behind. So it took me a little bit longer to get through this than I anticipated, but thanks for your patience. And without further ado, and I completely, again, because I'm a terrible YTPC presenter, I forgot to bring out my most unique pipe. I'm not prepared to tell you about my worst smoke yet, even though I'm pretty sure I know what it is. And I didn't bring out the prize. Sorry. But earlier today, by earlier today I mean like half an hour ago, I got everything set up, and I ran a random number generator, and again, because I'm a terrible YTPC presenter / host, I didn't video any of it. So you're gonna have to trust me when I tell you that the winner was number 3 on my list, none other than our buddy up there in British Columbia, Sean the Devious Piper. Yes, sir, brother. Oh man, I was so excited when I ran it. I was like 3, and I scrolled through my list, 3, Devious Piper. So Sean, thank you, sir. Sean is one of those guys that I think has been with me from the get-go, since he joined the YTPC, and always smiling, always encouraging. Glad to know you, my friend. And so I'm going to send you that Morgan Bones French Bulldog, and maybe we can get together and smoke it together once you get it in. Maybe we can figure out how to do that, whether it's a Zoom call or whatever. That would be awesome, I think, because we can definitely enjoy a pipe and a pour together. And I'll send you some samples and some tobacco as well. So what I want you to do for me, you've got in my bio is my email address, pipeandapour@gmail.com. Send me an email and we'll get together. We'll text, call, whatever, and get it hooked up. Find out what I have that you might be interested in trying, or what some of the recent small batches I may have that you would like to try. We'll sort it out. So thank you again to everybody. Sean, congratulations, brother. Really happy to be sending this gift to you, and really happy to have gotten to know you through the YTPC, as well as the rest of you all. I really can't thank you enough for the support over the last year, the ongoing encouragement and support that you guys give me. It means a lot, and I appreciate it. So, until the next time we can gather for a pipe and a pour, be sure and take care of yourselves. And while you're at it, take care of others too. See y'all.